Case study: how I teach my 3-year-old daughter to brush her teeth. Just like any other parent, there comes a time when you need to teach your child to brush their teeth. You told yourself to finally do something about this problem. So you go around trying to gather all the information you could find online about helping your kid brush their teeth. And you found this video. If you have found yourself in this situation, you're not alone. I have been in your situation multiple times, struggling to teach my 3-year-old daughter to brush her teeth independently. I remember getting her to brush her own teeth every night was like having to go to war and fight the endless battle of yelling and screaming. However, things started to change when I stumbled upon the valuable insight, experience, and practical tips shared by other successful parents on the internet. From playful technique to engaging story, I will show you every creative way I learned to transform toothbrushing into an enjoyable daily routine for my kid. In this video, I will share with you my story and my experience on how I managed to teach my 3-year-old daughter to brush her teeth in just 7 days. Hopefully, my story will inspire you and give you a guide on where to start getting your child involved with their brushing routine. First day, make brushing teeth fun and enjoyable. On my mission to teach my 3-year-old daughter to brush her teeth, I used to spend about 30 minutes every day reading articles online about the topic of helping kids brush their teeth. I came across a successful story online saying that you have to let your kid choose their toothbrush and toothpaste. It claimed that this approach will increase the likelihood of your kid brushing their teeth regularly. Without a second thought, I started implementing it in a few hours. I got my 3-year-old daughter to go shopping together with me that day. I let her choose her favorite toothbrush. She won a Peppa Pig toothbrush. I also got her toothpaste with a picture of Peppa Pig on it. Is it worth the trip to the store and spend extra dollar on the new toothbrush and toothpaste? It does. The trick worked like magic. Before bedtime that night, I showed her the toothbrush we had bought at the store. And guess what? She ran into the bathroom and started brushing her teeth. It was the first time in my life that I saw my daughter being excited about brushing her teeth. I'm so proud of myself that day. Summary: on the first day, I learned that by letting my daughter choose her favorite toothbrush to brush her teeth, I can make brushing her teeth more fun and enjoyable. Second day, use YouTube for help. Since I work from home, we usually wake up around 9 a.m. I was a bit disappointed that morning because my daughter not being as excited as she does the night before about brushing her teeth. She started to fall into her bad habit again, and I have to spend about 5 minutes nagging her until she goes brush her teeth. So after that morning, I did more research and started looking for another solution. One successful story caught my attention that suggests using YouTube video to trick your kid into brushing their teeth. After spending about 20 minutes looking at the information and finding YouTube video, I found 2 videos that I think would work on my daughter. That night before we went to bed, I showed my daughter the 2 videos I selected, and it kinda worked. She watched all 2 videos and slowly dragged herself into the bathroom and started brushing her teeth that night. The YouTube video talked about why brushing her teeth is important and how it helps keep her teeth healthy and strong. Note: including YouTube video into your child's oral care routine can be a great idea. There are so many amazing brushing videos out there that not only motivate them to brush their teeth, but also help them develop healthy dental knowledge. Summary: today, I learned to use YouTube to give my daughter extra motivation. I realized that by allowing my daughter to watch educational videos that discuss about the importance of brushing her teeth, it can teach and give her an additional source of motivation. Third day, rewarding them something after finish. Morning is still the same for us. Our daughter can't seem to brush her teeth without my nagging. I know I have to find something new, something that will stick for a long time. Just like the 2 days before, I started doing more research and found out that if you reward your kids something for their good behavior, they will start doing it more. Although this concept sounds very common sense, I just never thought of it. I quickly realized that my daughter really loved her iPad. She would spend hour and hour on it if, of course, I allow her. I never allow her to play on her iPad for more than 2 hours a day. But I know I have to try this method out. So that night, I took the iPad away from her and told her if she goes brush her teeth, I would let her play on her iPad for 30 more minutes. Guess what? She started rushing toward the bathroom and stopped brushing her teeth. Note from what I read. The psychology behind rewarding your kid is very influential. When my daughter received a reward and completing a task, such as brushing her teeth, her brain will associate the action with something positive. This created a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction, making her more likely to repeat the behavior in the future. Summary: on the third day, I learned that by rewarding my daughter with something every time she finished brushing her teeth, I could almost guarantee that she will brush her teeth every time. This helped motivate my daughter to keep going and make the routine more enjoyable. The rest of the week, brush together with your kid. From that point on, I feel like I finally found the magic switch button of my daughter. I don't have to nag her to brush her teeth anymore, which saved me a lot of time. All I have to do after we wake up and before her bedtime is to tell her that if she brushes her teeth, she can play on her iPad for 15 minutes. But of course, being her parent, I don't want her to fall into the same bad habit again. So I continue my research and find something that would help my daughter to stick with this healthy habit. I came across another article recommending parents to brush their teeth together with their kid. By doing this, children would be more motivated and enjoy the process of brushing their teeth even more. I decided to try it out that very night. We went to brush our teeth together, and what surprised me the most is that my daughter seemed even more eager to brush than usual. From that day on, I make a promise to myself that no matter how busy I am at work, I would always brush my teeth together with her, if she wanted me to. Note: your child will be more likely to brush their teeth if they see you doing it. Also, by brushing your teeth together with your child every day, it will help them see the importance of brushing their teeth and why they should do it every day. Summary: by day 5 and 6, my daughter was ready to take on brushing her teeth on her own. I also found out that it is a good idea for me to go and grab my toothbrush and join in with my kid. If my daughter regularly sees me brushing my teeth, she will be more likely to brush her teeth as well. Day 7 and beyond. Be patient with your kid. Everything seemed to go well with my research. My daughter has started to maintain her daily routine, and her teeth start to look better. I'm thrilled to see that my efforts are paying off. As I noticed my 3-year-old daughter slowly forming a very healthy habit. She no longer had to constantly think and worry about brushing her teeth, and I no longer have to nag her. Teaching my 3-year-old daughter how to brush her teeth in about 7 days was a challenging but rewarding experience. One important lesson I learned throughout this process is you really have to be patient with your kid. As a parent, it is important to remember that every child is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. It takes some time for your child to learn how to brush their teeth properly. And it's crucial not to get frustrated if they don't get it right away. Eventually, they will learn to brush their teeth the right way. I hope that sharing my experience can provide some inspiration and guidance for other parents who may be struggling with this task. Remember, Consistency and patience are key, and with a little bit of effort, you can help your child develop healthy habits that will last a lifetime. Summary: yes, not just teach my daughter how to brush her teeth in 7 days, I also help my daughter establish a routine of brushing her teeth twice a day. I think it is important for parents to begin teaching their kids to start brushing their teeth at a very young age. I am glad I helped my daughter form a healthy habit in just 7 days, and I hope the viewer of this video would do the same thing for their kid. Quick takeaway. Tip from day 1. Make it fun and enjoyable. Let your kid choose their favorite toothbrush and toothpaste to make brushing teeth more fun and enjoyable. Tip from day 2. Use YouTube for help. Let your kid watch educational YouTube video talk about why brushing their teeth is important and how it helps keep their teeth healthy and stronger can motivate them even more. Tip number 3. Reward them something after finish. I realized that by offering kids a reward after they finish brushing their teeth, you can motivate them and give them another reason to brush their teeth. Tip from the rest of the week. Brush together with your kid. I also find out that it is a good idea for you to go grab your toothbrush and join in with your kid. If your kid regularly see you brushing your teeth, they will be more likely to brush their teeth as well. Tip from day 7 and beyond. Be patient with your kid. Every child is unique. Some kids take longer to learn than others. Don't get frustrated if your kid doesn't learn it right away.